So those of you that are into the pallet business, as you can see, I'm leaving the pallet yard, and every day I usually collect about 20 pallets, and that's what I get for them 20 pallets. So those of you that think you can make $1,000 a month doing pallets, you can, or $1,000 a day. I mean, that's like $30,000 a month. You could do it. The only way to make $1,000 a day recycling pallets is if you have places that supply you with the pallets already, going and getting the pallets, and on top of the pallets only get $2.50 a pop at most pallet yards. So you would need to turn in at least 400 pallets a day to make $1,000 a day. See, I only turn in about 40 pallets a day because I don't have that many suppliers that supply me with the pallets. Because of course you have to go ask them. Most places say no, or they already have someone that picks them up. So it's very doable, and it depends on how much work you want to put in, because it's physical work. You have to lift it all yourself, unless you hire people, which is very possible, but you don't get as much money. I mean, you can hire people as long as they have trucks, trailers, or just anything that can carry pallets. You pay them minimum wage. As long as they don't know the hustle themselves, they think they're getting good pay for just picking up pallets from your suppliers and then taking them to your buyers, doing all the work for you, and you're just paying them a portion. But of course, if they're taking in the pallets and they see this, they're going to see how much money they're getting for the pallets, and they're going to be like, oh, well, maybe I should just do this myself. So hiring is a little iffy. I probably won't hire anyone. Unless I do hire them, I myself will get the check. Like I say, my employees will turn in the pallets Monday through Friday. They don't get paid through the pallet yard. The pallet yard will send me a check on Friday, or I'll come pick up the check, and then I pay my employees for whatever work through the week. You see what I'm saying? So it's very possible. There's a lot of money in it, depending on what city you're in and where you're from. You just look around, look for businesses that have a lot of fluctuation of products going in and out. That's what you want. Businesses that have a lot of products going in and out, like Walmart, Winco, etc. But most places like that already have pallet people picking up. So you'll be lucky if you get places like that with a bunch of pallets, and they allow you to pick them up. That's good money, because most of those pallets are good. And most pallets you want are 48 by 40 or 42 by 42, and anywhere between. Sometimes 48, sometimes 40, 40. And not the blue pallets or red pallets. There's a lot of pallets you don't want, but most pallets are money. So it's very doable for those who want to do it. And I just made this video to show you guys that it's possible, from a guy like me that was just working a 9 to 5. I used to work a 9 to 5. Now I'm unemployed because my job, due to COVID, I no longer could work. I was making good money going to my 9 to 5, getting off, collecting pallets, but most of the time I want to be able to turn them in until I got off, because most yards are open from 8 to 2, so I had to get off work early to be able to make it to the pallet yard to return those pallets. So, but now that I don't work, I'm making all the money I want, depending on how much work I want to put in, on top of my unemployment, you see. And I don't know how it works with the taxes, because you don't pay taxes, you just turn in pallets and you get straight cash. I don't know. I'm due to figure that out, but I'm just sharing the knowledge. I feel like, because the knowledge out there is out there, but it's a little iffy. They don't tell you actually what you got to do to make that 1,000 a day. I'm telling you, at least 400 pallets. And finding 400 pallets a day for a month straight or a year straight is insane. Like, you have to have a lot of pallets and a supplier and businesses that are moving a lot of products to be able to do that. But it's good money. And it's not hard work. It's physical work, but not hard. Lifting a pallet, 30 pounds? You do that like 100 times a day. That ain't nothing, man. And it's a good workout, for those that don't work out, or those that work at a job getting paid less and not doing physical work but want to be in shape. Getting paid to do something that's physically active, that keeps you somewhat in shape. You're not sitting behind a desk. Your job's boring. You don't do anything. You get dead legs from sitting down for so long. There's people out there that this is good for, and then there's people out there that it just wouldn't work for. And you have to have a place to put the pallets and separate the pallets. So most of the time when you pick up the pallets, not all of them are going to be able to sell. And you're not going to want to take all those to the yard, because they're going to either charge you to pick them up, Sometimes they might keep them for parts, or they'll burn them, or they'll tell you to take them back with you to wherever you got them from, or go dump them or something. So it'd be best to have a place where you can stash them that keeps them dry too, because you don't want them getting wet. That makes them heavier and over time worse in condition, so less value. So there you are. That's a little bit of the breakdown. There's a little more to it, but that's, once you experience it, you'll learn that all on your own. It's just a little bit of like adding gas, how much, is it worth it, blah blah blah. Suppliers, you have to ask people before. You can't just take the pallets, that's stealing. So you have to actually have permission from these people to take these pallets. And sometimes you can even make a deal. Hey, like, do you have someone that picks it up, and do they charge you? Because if they do charge you, I'll pick them up for free. Or you can even pay them a portion of your profits. Say you're selling them for $2.50, you'll tell them I'll pay you $1 for each one that's in perfect condition. So you're still making $1.50 off each one, So you just build relationships. It's good for business. So that's my knowledge and take on it. If you have any more questions, comment down below.